Oh, what's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Today we're going to take a look at Iron Man Mark III 2.0 diecast from Hot Toys, and you can pre-order this figure at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. Wow, I mean, this is another figure that I didn't expect. I know at some point they're going to remake Mark III because I had the original diecast Mark III, and it has a lot of issues, mainly the height. It just doesn't measure up to the newer diecast version. But with this new release, and it has a few problems, you got to replace the torso when you're switching it out. It has no torso articulation. So it's not the best diecast figure out there. However, if your plan is to recreate that Hall of Armor, which is happening, we got Mark 1 now, the diecast, and now we got this. Whenever we got Mark 3, for sure we're gonna get Mark 2. Because Mark 2 is basically just a silver color. And the head sculpt looks phenomenal. Look at that battle damage in his face. So much good improvements with this Mark 3 that even if you do have the diecast Mark 3, I think you owe it to yourself as well to, it makes sense to pick this up because there's just tons of improvements, in my opinion, that would make it a decent enough purchase. Now, when you sell that, of course, to be quite honest, when I sold my Mark III, I lost money because it wasn't the best diecast out there, like I said. But this is a huge improvement, in my opinion, from everything, from the construction of the figure itself, this beautiful head sculpt, the weathering, you swappable, I guess, chest plates that you can make it a battle damage one, a battle damage helmet as well. Those pieces, like the armor pieces, look at that base. That base looks phenomenal. That Ironmonger, rising up from the dirt, it is beautiful. I mean, it's taller. It just actually measures up to the new Iron Man nowadays. You can see here the articulated waist, which was not present. Light up function on his calves as well. So this is an overall like a rehaul. That's the 2.0, not a reissue, because they made tons of improvements here. And I can't be mad at Hot Toys for trying to improve. I can't. That head sculpt, man. So this is the difference. I just opened up Mark 5 and yes, I understand that the head sculpt is. My God, look at that base. That base itself. Is that light up? Because they can make a pulsating light in Ironmonger's head sculpt right there. But as I was saying, man, that base is phenomenal. Just by looking at this figure. So my point with Mark 5 is that the head sculpt, yes, he was younger at that time. But you can see they improved the paint application, but it's not quite up to the standards that we do have now. Like if you look at Mark 85 battle damage. But this Mark III, even though he's even younger with this, because this is the first Iron Man, you can see the sculpt has changed or the paint application or whatever the case is. It just looks better. But everything around this, like the chest plate, you can replace the head sculpt. And I miss those where subtle changes like Mark 42, you can replace a section here and there. You don't have to buy a complete figure, a separate figure just to achieve some sort of a battle damage look. Like Mark 85, I have to buy a clean one and the battle damage one. They could have easily done this, I suppose. But hey, money talks. But at this point, I do have 4, 5, and 7, and I'm about to pre-order the first one. It's just and I'm gonna get this. There's no question about it. I am gonna get this. So at that point, I already have just need 6 and 2. I might as well complete the lineup. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy 3 more Hall of Armors, call it a day, and go on with my my merry day right there. I might as well. They might as well reissue the Hall of Armor. I know they already reissued it, like a few years back. But I think it's a perfect time to re-release that as well because these guys, so 7 I think is out of circulation now, but 1, this, and 5 are still going to be in the market. 6 hasn't even come out yet. So they, maybe not the 7-pack, maybe just sell it individually. So, collectors would have a chance to recreate that Hall of Armor scene because yes, you had a chance when it was plastic, but you want to do it now when it's diecast, and it's everything is diecast now in high quality as well. Not that, kind of like suspected Mark III and Mark II back then. Those little diecast ones. If you have a Mark II, now is the time to get rid of that figure. Because make no mistake about it, they are gonna do a Mark II 2.0 diecast. Uh, this boy, it is just nice. I love it. I love everything about it. My God, Hot Toys, this, whatever you call it, summer festival, whatever you call this, it has been a pleasant surprise for me. And I know this is an Iron Man figure, but to be quite honest with you, I'm not Iron Man out at this point. I actually do miss the good old Marvel days. And look at that difference. Like the cherry red is a bit subdued on this figure because a lot of people are complaining about that bright red as well from the previous Mark III. I never really had any problems with it, but look at that. This, I would say, Mark, if you guys watched my review for Mark V, I said that Mark V aesthetically is the best figure out there aesthetically, but it's not the most iconic. Let's be honest here. I'm being honest because Mark V has just a few screen time. For me, the most iconic is still Mark 85 Battle Damage, but this is second to that because this started it all. So this armor right here has, if you're an Iron Man fan or even just a Marvel fan, has some significance. Is this one representation of Iron Man? I still feel that Mark IV, when I think about it, that's what Iron Man should look like, Mark IV. But if you missed out on Mark IV, this is not a bad consolation price right here. I mean, look at that base right there. And maybe this is not meant to be put in a Hall of Armor because of that, that beautiful base right there. But I would still suggest Hot Toys reissue those Hall of Armors because not everyone's gonna buy the 7, but it's still worth mentioning. But hey, guys, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Are you one of those, hey, it's another Iron Man, boring? Or are you excited about this? Let's see what happens, or I'm Iron Man out, I moved on. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. And also to my members who continue to support the channel. I do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.